P. Diddy's birth chart. And I just want to start by saying we do not have his birth time. It's nowhere on the internet. So his rising sign is off. The houses are off. But that's why I'm an astrologer. I can still read the planets. Now with Mars in the sign of Capricorn, especially at 29 degrees, it's very, very strong. And it does well in Capricorn. So Mars is our fighting spirit. It's our determination and so forth. So when it comes to him getting things done, he's going to get them done, no matter what they are. Now, what's interesting here is his North Node is at 19 degrees of Pisces, okay? And the North Node is the direction that we're supposed to be going towards this lifetime. And with it being in Pisces, it's about following a spiritual path, not living in the lavish things that we get from, being in the Matrix, money and all of those things. And as we can see, he's kind of quite doing the opposite. He does have spiritual knowledge, though. And I don't know if you guys have seen Sloan Bella and all of, her messages about him. But even the video above, look at him. He's kissing the plants. He's hugging the trees and stuff. He knows about spirituality, but he has twisted it in a negative connotation, okay? Now, he also has Chiron in Aries. It's at 3 degrees. And people that have Chiron in Aries, typically during their adolescence years, there's some sense of them that has been violated in some way, okay? And they grow up with a real fear of asserting themselves. Now, with Chiron opposite of Uranus in his chart, it is a big deal because they have just a willful desire for freedom at all costs. So they're likely to cut ties with people, make sudden changes with, different circumstances happening, people standing in their way, so forth. They are all about having their own sense of freedom, even if it goes above and beyond the law. Now with Saturn in Taurus, he can be stubborn, and we've already been able to see this, okay? But the other underlying energy of Saturn being in Taurus is Taurus represents our sense of self-worth once again, okay? So I think that is an area he's struggled in throughout his life, is with his own self-worth. Now that Black Moon Lilith in Cancer, that is the most emotionally manipulative position for the Black Moon to be in. Now, these people do not do well with their own hurt feelings, okay? So a big thing that they do with their emotional manipulation is they withdraw their love from other people. They're like kids throwing tantrums when they get in arguments, okay? So this is another position that shows that one's insecurities can ruin their own chances at having loving relationships. Now, his moon is in Virgo. Are we surprised? This man is extremely calculated, okay? He seems to have a little bit of OCD, if you ask me. Everything has to kind of be in his way. It's a no-brainer. He's definitely a Virgo moon. Now, this is where it gets juicy, okay? He has a 22-degree Libra Venus. Okay, if you know what 22 degree means, it's either you had a near-death experience or you've inflicted that upon another person. On top of that, Venus represents other people and relationships. Now, on top of that, he's got Jupiter right next to his Venus. So that could be things that happen in excess. That is things that are happening in abundance. And Libra rules over relationships. It's the house of marriage, okay? So he's definitely been a bit excessive with the relationships that he's in. And I'm worried to think with that 22-degree Venus, how many people have actually experienced NDEs with him, okay? And lastly here, we've got his Scorpio Sun and his Scorpio Mercury. And we know Scorpio represents taboo things, okay? It's the house of sex. But the thing about having a Mercury in Scorpio and already being a Scorpio is it is very calculated and manipulative. He's always going to be a few steps ahead at all times. What's interesting, too, is his Mercury's opposite of Saturn. I'm not sure of his relationship with his parents growing up, but I'm not seeing him with his father as being such a positive influence. But that's no excuse to be the person he is.